Today, I'll show you how I created a comic strip-style storytelling system for my game, Xynos Adventure. Xynos Adventure is a story-driven RPG set in a rich fantasy world. The game features multiple races and their complex relationships. You can find the complete universe description in the video description below. As a solo developer, I needed an efficient way to tell this story without breaking the bank. While the narrative is deep, I wanted to keep the gameplay simple and relaxing, which is crucial for mobile games. Initially, I considered using voice acting and dialogue systems. But when ChatGPT introduced its image generation capabilities and the internet was buzzing with Ghibli-style art generation, I saw an opportunity. After testing these tools for creating comic strips, I was impressed by how well they followed my instructions. This discovery led me to choose comic strip-style cutscenes as my storytelling method. In this video, I'll walk you through the entire process, from generating the comic strips to implementing them in Unity. My first approach was to ask the AI to generate an entire comic strip in one go. I provided the complete story and hoped for the best. However, this method didn't work well. The AI struggled with consistency, sometimes repeating images or failing to maintain the story's flow. After several attempts, I changed my strategy. Instead of generating everything at once, I started creating one image at a time. I would then use this online photo editor tool called Pixlr to assemble these individual images into a complete comic strip. The key to success with this approach is being extremely specific in your prompts. You need to detail everything from the camera angle to the placement of objects and characters. Character expressions are crucial for conveying emotions effectively. The more detailed your instructions, the better the results you'll get from the AI. For example, instead of saying "show a character looking sad," you might say "show a close-up of the character's face, with their head slightly tilted down, eyes half closed, and a subtle frown." The lighting should be soft and slightly dimmed to enhance the mood. This level of detail helps the AI understand exactly what you want, resulting in images that better match your vision for the story. Once I had my comic strip images ready, I needed a way to display them in the game. Since these images are wider than the screen, I needed a scrolling mechanism. Unity's scrollable view feature made this process straightforward. I learned how to implement this by watching a helpful YouTube tutorial, which I've linked in the description below. Setting up the horizontal scroll view required a few specific steps. First, I created a standard scrollable view in Unity. Then, I removed the vertical scroll bar and adjusted the horizontal scroll bar's width to span the entire screen without any gaps. The most crucial part of this setup is the Content Game Objects configuration. As you can see in the screenshot, I've set up the content object to properly handle the comic strip image. These settings ensure that the image stretches to match the content's width, which automatically triggers the horizontal scroll bar to appear. This setup creates a smooth, horizontal-only scrolling experience for players to view the comic strip cutscenes. The image will maintain its proper aspect ratio while allowing players to scroll through the entire story. In my previous video about the teleport portal, I explained the Player Enter Trigger class. You would have to watch that to learn about how the portal trigger game object is set up in the scene and the script is attached to it. The cutscene trigger class works in a similar way, as it inherits from Player Enter Trigger. The main difference is that we override the parent class's virtual method called Handle Character Enter to show our cutscene instead of teleporting the player. Let's look at the key parts of the cutscene trigger script. First, we have two serialized fields. One for the cutscene UI, and another for the cutscene sprite. These allow us to assign the UI elements and the comic strip image in the Unity Inspector. When the player enters the trigger area, the Handle Character Enter method calls Show Cutscene. This method does several important things. It finds the necessary UI components, the viewport, content, and image objects. Then it sets our comic strip sprite to the image component. The script also handles the sizing of the image. It calculates the proper aspect ratio, based on the sprite's dimensions and adjust the image's width while maintaining the viewport's height. This ensures the comic strip displays correctly within our scrollable view. Finally, the script enables the cutscene UI, making it visible to the player. There's also a close cutscene method that can be used to hide the UI when needed. As usual, I will be linking the source code to both cutscene trigger and player enter trigger scripts for you to download and have a look in the description. Creating comic strips was something I never thought possible for me. As someone who struggles with drawing, the idea of making visual storytelling content seemed out of reach. But AI has completely changed this perspective. I can't stress enough how much AI has helped me in developing this game. From writing code to creating these cutscenes, AI has been an invaluable tool. It's amazing to think that I haven't written a single line of code myself, and now AI has even solved my cutscene challenges. This experience has made me think about other creative possibilities. If you have an interesting story to tell, using ChatGPT to create your own webtoon series could be an exciting project to explore. While my game draws inspiration from Pokémon, where storytelling isn't the main focus, I'm taking a different approach. I'm committed to making the storyline a significant reward for player progression. The story will be a core part of the gaming experience, not just an afterthought. This journey has shown me that with the right tools and approach, even solo developers can create rich, story-driven experiences. The combination of AI technology and game development has opened up new possibilities for independent creators like myself.